Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Indah Kumasari with student number 24, 10, 23, 10, 23. Today we are going to present our lesson design entitled Implementing Cooperative Language Learning through Jigsaw Strategy in Teaching Descriptive Text for Grade 8 students. In this presentation, we will explain not only our lesson design but also how the approach, method, strategy, and techniques are connected to create English learning process. Before we start, let me explain why this topic is important. In junior high school, many students find it hard to describe people in English. They may know some words, but they don't know how to organize their ideas. They also feel shy to speak. Because of this problem, students need a learning environment where they can actively communicate, exchange ideas, and learn from each other instead of just listening to the teacher. And that's why we choose cooperative language learning, because in this approach, students work together, they also help each other, and it's not just listening to the teacher talking all the time. And we choose Jigsaw strategy because it makes students important. Everyone has a part to play. No one just sit and do nothing, they become active. And this time for this lesson is 45 minutes. So here students learn in small heterogeneous groups and actively participate throughout the learning process. After completing this lesson, students are expected to first, students can identify at least 5 characteristics of a descriptive text. They need to know what makes a text descriptive. Second, students can use adjectives to describe someone's physical appearance and personality. They need to know words like tall, short, friendly, shy, and so on. Third, students can write a descriptive paragraph of about 5 to 7 sentences about a person. They can describe a celebrity or a family member or a friend. And fourth, students can work together in a group. They share information and complete tasks as a team. These 4 objectives are connected. To write a good description, students need to know the characteristic, use the right words, and practice writing, and working together helps them learn faster. Now let me explain why we choose cooperative language learning. First, what is cooperative language learning? According to Richards and Rogers, cooperative language learning is a student-centered approach where students learn by working together in pairs or groups. So every student is responsible for their own learning, and they also help their friends learn. So it's not just about learning alone, it's about learning together. Instead of depending only on the teacher, students help each other understand the lesson. So why do we choose CLL? Because it makes students active, not passive. They don't just sit and listen. They talk, discuss, share, and help each other. And that makes learning more meaningful. Next, let me talk why we choose Jigsaw as our strategy. So, Jigsaw is a strategy where each student becomes an expert on one small part of the topic. Then, they teach their part to their group members. Imagine a puzzle. Each student holds one piece to complete the puzzle, so everyone has to share their piece. That's how Jigsaw works. This strategy was developed by Aronson in 1978 and made popular by Kangan in 1994. Each student becomes an expert on one aspect. Later, they teach the information to their teammates. This means every student has an important responsibility and everyone contributes to the success of the group. Now let me explain the relationship between approach, method, strategy, and techniques. First, our approach is cooperative language learning because it provides the overall philosophy of student-centered learning. It means I believe that students learn best when they work together. Second, method is how you put the approach into practice. Our method is cooperative learning, where students work together in small groups. Third strategy we use is Jigsaw, which organizes how students exchange information. Fourth, during the lesson, the teacher applies several techniques such as questioning to active prior knowledge, peer teaching during expert group discussion, guided writing to support paragraph organization, note-taking to help students record important information, and feedback to improve students' writing skills. So the Jigsaw strategy was selected because each learning objective is achieved through collaborative learning. Students identify the characteristic of descriptive text during expert group discussion, practice vocabulary while teaching their peers, and finally apply their knowledge by writing an individual descriptive paragraph. These techniques support active learning and help students achieve the learning objectives effectively.
Okay, now I will explain how cooperative language learning and the Jigsaw strategy are implemented throughout the lessons. So the lessons is divided into 3 stages. The first one is pre-activity, the second one is whilst activity, and the last is post-activity. So first is the pre-activity. In this activity, the teacher begins the lessons by grading the students, checking attendance, and explaining the learning objectives. Then, the teacher displays a picture of a famous person using PowerPoint to introduce the topic. To activate students' prior knowledge, the teacher asks several simple questions such as, "Who is this? What does he or she look like? Or can you describe this person?" So this activity uses the questioning technique because it encourages students to recall their prior knowledge and prepares them for the new lessons. After that, the teacher introduces descriptive text and explains the 5 aspects that students will learn, such as physical appearance, clothing, personality, hobbies, and interests and occupation. Next is whilst activity. So in this activity, the teacher divides the class into heterogeneous home groups consisting of 5 students. Each student receives a different number from 1 to 5. Students who receive the same number then move to their expert group. So an expert group is a temporary group where students who have the same assigned topic work together to master the material. After becoming experts, they return to their home groups and teach their part to the other members. This ensures that every student contributes to the group's learning. This stage applies the peer teaching technique where students become learning resources for one another. Meanwhile, the other members listen carefully, ask questions, respond to the explanation, and write important information in their notebooks. Therefore, the lessons also applies note-taking and questioning techniques while promoting active communication among students. Next, students individually write a descriptive paragraph consisting of 5 to 7 sentences. They use a guided worksheet prepared by the teacher. This activity applies the guided writing technique, which helps students organize their ideas and produce a well-structured paragraph independently. And the last is post-activity. So in this activity, several students are invited to read or present their descriptive paragraphs in front of the class. This activity uses the sharing or reporting technique, allowing students to communicate their work confidently while learning from one another. After each presentation, the teacher provides constructive feedback on vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, and content. Finally, together with the students, the teacher reviews the lessons, assigns homework, and closes the class. So throughout these three stages, students become the center of the learning process. Rather than receiving information passively, they actively discuss, explain ideas, ask questions, and collaborate with their classmates and also construct knowledge together. Meanwhile, the teacher serves as a facilitator who guides and supports students during every learning activity. In addition, the teacher uses clear classroom instruction throughout the lessons to ensure that students understand each activity. For example, the teacher may say, "Please move to your expert groups," or "Discuss your handout together," or "Return to your home groups." Or the teacher can say, "Take turns explaining your topic." So this clear instruction helps students participate actively and confidently in every stage of the lessons. And the next topic will be explained by my friend Asvina.
Thank you very much. Next, I will explain the supporting components of our lesson, including the learning media and technology, the assessment, and the roles of the teacher and learners, and finally, the conclusion of it. So, to support the teaching and learning process, we use a variety of learning media and technology. First, we use a picture of a famous person to introduce the topic and activate students' background knowledge. So, these methods help students become familiar with the topic before starting the main lesson. And then the second, PowerPoint slides. These methods are used to explain the lesson in a clear and well-organized way. The slides include learning objectives, example of descriptive text, key vocabulary, and important language features. And then the third, each expert group receives a handout containing different information related to the topic. These handouts help students become expert in their assigned section before they share the information with their home groups. And then the fourth, students complete guided writing worksheets. These worksheets help them organize their idea, identify the structure of a descriptive text, and write more confidently. And then the last, students use self-assessment and peer assessment checklists to reflect on their participation and cooperation during group activities. This encourages responsibility and helps students improve their learning. And then finally, we use quizzes or Kahoot as an interactive review activity at the end of the lesson. These digital platforms make learning more enjoyable while helping the teacher check students' understanding. So overall, these learning media and technologies make the lesson more interactive, engaging, and student-centered learning. And then we move to the assessment part. Assessment in this lesson is conducted through both formative and summative assessment. The first is formative assessment. Formative assessment takes place throughout the learning process, especially during group discussions and collaborative activities. So the teacher observes students' participation, communication, cooperation, and understanding of the material while also providing feedback when needed. And then second is summative assessment. Summative assessment is carried out through an individual writing task. So the students write a descriptive text using what they have learned during the lesson. The writing is assessed based on several criteria, including content, vocabulary, organization or text structure, language use, and collaboration during the learning process. While the teacher's role in this lesson is not the center of learning, instead, the teacher serves as a facilitator, organizer, monitor, coach, and evaluator. The teacher prepares the learning materials, organizes the jigsaw activities, monitors students' discussion, also provides guidance when necessary, and gives constructive feedback to support students' learning and improvement. Meanwhile, students take active responsibility for their learning. They act as learners, expert collaborators, and evaluators. So, the first students learn the assigned material in their expert groups and then share their knowledge with their home groups. They also work together to complete tasks, exchange their ideas, support one another, and evaluate both their own participation and that of their peers. So these activities help students develop greater confidence, responsibility, and communication skills. In conclusion, our lesson demonstrates how cooperative language learning can be effectively implemented through the jigsaw strategy. This approach promotes active participation, meaningful communication, and collaboration, also learner autonomy. It also helps students improve their writing skills, expand their vocabulary, and develop important skills such as teamwork, critical thinking, and effective communication. Therefore, we believe that cooperative language learning with the jigsaw strategy is an effective approach for teaching descriptive text to grade 8 students. Finally, this is Nafri. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.